Bam, 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 bam. Dun, 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 dun. Perfect. Still doesn't work. Perfect. It's still failing. What's up, everybody? Hello. Great. Dum, 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 dum. Good. I think I gotta restart my game because it's already broken. Ooh. All right. Has Blood Bowl 3 improved since your last review of it? Yes. It would help if the menus weren't bad. Oh my god. Okay. I think you're not waiting at their in progress bit. That's what I thought until I left it going for like 3 minutes and nothing happened and everyone was like, it should have loaded by now.
Thanks.
It bugs out when you do some dumb shit. So yeah. And by do some dumb shit, I mean try to use the actual use the actual menu functions. Devin Ryzen, 65 months. Nuffle blessed this match with death. Thank you, Devin Ryzen. 135.7. I don't know what the fish subject that what 135.7 not 30 135.7 not 4 135.7 not 2 135.7 not 6 135. Swing. There's 65 months. My neck hurts. Dilgon with the 1 year. Oh my god, put some Crendor Cypress while he's mommy is Pop Pop Americano. Wee wow wow, he's in the chat. 1 year for Dilgon. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Swing. Thank you for the 1 year. You gotta go get your cigarettes, alright? Yeah, Strippin's chat is a bit extreme. A lot of it moves fast. It moves a little too fast for me over there. So my plan for this game and for this stream is I'm probably gonna play one match and I'm gonna make this my like Blood Bowl 3 initial impression review, even though I've already played a game earlier. This is gonna be me breaking it down because I'm gonna put this on YouTube. So that's the plan. So that's why they're also in a Discord call still, but this is going on YouTube, so I was just gonna do this by myself. And tomorrow we'll probably play more. Oh my god. My neck, my back. Nah. Oh. Somebody need a brace? No, I don't need a brace. It's just annoying. Hey, maybe I should get a comb. Maybe I should. Maybe it would help. Oh, hey. Go to a chiropractor? That's the worst idea ever. Chiropractors are actually terrible. I wouldn't trust a chiropractor for anything. We talked about this on Cox and Crendor. Anybody that tells you need to come back every week for life is a quack. There's also no science backing chiropractic stuff. Just people being like, it feels good. It's essentially a placebo effect too. Like, physical therapy is what chiropractors are supposed to be. Like, physical therapy is what actually helps. I'm confused on the teams. Why did they only do a couple weird teams? Pretty much when Blood Bowl 2 came out, there weren't that many teams either. They all kind of got added in over time, and now there's just a lot of people. Oh yeah, the ring dinger looks awful. Dude, if I got ring dinged, I'd probably die. I would be the first person to die from a ring dinger, 100%. Yeah, they do actually paralyze people on occasion. Mine all did was crank once and it fixed my neck. Well, I mean, it depends what was wrong. I mean, it's possible that your neck was going to get better even without that occurring. As a licensed massage therapist, chiropractors being covered by insurance but being far less documented what they can or can't do for people is frustrating. Yeah. Like, everything I've looked into with chiropractor stuff is like, none of it's backed by science. Most of them like went into the medical field and then decided like, I'm just going to drop out and become a chiropractor essentially. And most of it is just, you know, they crack you and then tell you to like do some stretches and like strengthening thing, which is essentially what physical therapy does. What up, comrade? Thank you very much. I hope I do too. Most problems can be solved through strength training because your muscles are weak and you build up the muscles to be stronger, and so they fail less essentially and they don't get hurt as often. Chiropractors are essentially just people want the quick fix of like, yo, I'll just go there and they'll be like, and then I'm good. But if it actually worked, there wouldn't be people going to chiropractors like multiple times a week or every week until, you know, forever. Like, I don't deny that it might feel good for a lot of people and they're like, oh, you know what, it made me feel better, but then the pain comes back. And then they go back. And the whole point is you want the pain to go away forever. You don't want it to just keep coming back and have to keep going back there. You know what I mean? It's like you're constantly putting a Band-Aid on it. It's like being like, oh, I keep getting headaches, but I take Advil and the Advil takes it away for a while. And then I go back and then I got to take more Advil. And it's like, well, what's causing the headaches, right? You're not getting to the root of the issue. Also, I've been to a chiropractor. Twice. Once was a physical therapist that believed in chiropractic stuff and I hated it. And I was like, can you stop doing that? I don't like it. And they were like, it's just what I do. So I stopped going to him. And then another one was just the chiropractor guy. And he was like, you feel better? And I was like, no, I feel nothing. And then I never went back. And I hated it. That was a few years ago. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Thanks.
General Froggy, 64 months. Best way to help your neck is with money. If you have a Twitch Prime account for a free subscription, why not use it on Crendor? You can save him from his neck pain. Great advice. They have 64 months, General Froggy. As a massage therapist, the goal is entirely to make you come see us less by working towards fixing things long term. Yeah, that's pretty much the way physical therapy works too, right? The whole point of physical therapy is they help you and then they go like, all right, now you don't need to see us anymore. You know what to do, right? You have nitrogen in your joints. Popping your joints releases nitrogen, causes pain relief, but that's it. You may as well take aspirin. That's pretty much what I've heard too. And then, yeah, you don't risk becoming paralyzed. So it turns out taking somebody's head and going like real fast is not the greatest. Yeah. Probably not the greatest. Really taking any body part and going real fast is probably not the greatest. Oh my god, I know this one guy who he's like in his 50s and he went to a chiropractor, right? And he was like, yeah, my chiropractor was like working on my neck. He's had a lot of issues with his neck. He's got like neck arthritis. And apparently, he was like doing some shit and like pushed in, and apparently it like he might have like broke something or whatever, and he couldn't feel his right side, and he had to go to a neurosurgeon and had to have surgery. So now he's doing good, but yeah. Talking about that, I had chronic headaches in high school and took painkillers about it. Turns out I had chronic, concerningly high blood pressure, talking 200 plus. Oh my god, that's like stroke territory, Jesus. Yeah, I have high blood pressure, but it's like in the 130s over like 85. So I'm always borderline, and they're like, you don't have to go on meds yet, but keep watching it in case it goes higher and doesn't go down. So I pretty much I usually take my blood pressure a few times a week, and I'm like, how we doing? And I'm like, all right, we're still doing okay. That's usually me. I do need more cardio. I mean, I go to the gym like 5 times a week, but if I didn't go to the gym, I'd be on meds. So yeah. Always good to manage your blood pressure and all that stuff and keep track. I was getting muscular pain. Turns out it was high blood pressure. After much testing, found out it's a tumor in my adrenal gland. What the shit? That's pretty crazy. They years ago they thought I had thyroid, hyperthyroid, because I like couldn't gain weight and I was skinny, and then they tested me for it, but I was fine. It just turns out I wasn't eating enough or exercising. Toaster woman has the opposite thing. Her blood pressure's real low. So together, our kids would either be normal or one of the extremes. So yeah. It's you know, my blood pressure is like slightly elevated, but it's nothing bad. One of my friends had that. If you guys remember the old Crendor IRL Plaza had like super high blood pressure. He also doesn't sleep very well, drinks a lot, eats not great, and doesn't exercise. So he's on blood pressure meds. So I also try to eat. I've been trying to eat at home more, because that's another way to lower your blood pressure, is just sodium intake. Because otherwise you're eating, you know, crazy amounts of sodium. It's like with Sam. When Sam was like, oh, I might just eat more like Taco Bell, and I was like, you're eating all that? And he's like, oh, you can't eat that. I'm like, I could eat that, but I don't want to, because it's like 6,000 milligrams of sodium. Like, Jesus, that's like 3 days worth of sodium in one meal. Can't some blood pressure meds cause heart attacks? I mean, I'm sure there's like rare cases of stuff like that or side effects, but I mean, the thing is, having high blood pressure for a prolonged period of time can cause heart attacks and strokes. So it's like, you know, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Right? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you're better off, you know, doing the ways to naturally lower it from like exercise, eating less sodium, less stress, etc. But a lot of people don't want to do that. Oh, Yeah, sodium, caffeine, stress, sleep apnea. Usually over excessive caffeine. Usually if you have like 1 or 2 cups of coffee or something, you're good. But if you're like drinking it nonstop, stress definitely, bad sleep, no exercise, sodium. There's a whole bunch of things. Let's see. Wait, anesthesia is crazy. I was hallucinating about a door. Wait, what? What? When I have anesthesia, I'm like out. Like they're like, all right, here we go, count backwards, and I'm like 10, 9, and then I wake up like 1 second later. It feels like it was like, and then I'm just like, oh, looks like we're done. I don't have like hallucinations. So I don't know about that. Maybe it's the type A anesthetic. And I've had a decent amount of anesthesia too. Anesthesia is always wild. I had the wisdom teeth, the endoscopies, and the gallbladder. The trifecta. You woke up during your knee surgery? What the shit? Do you remember waking up, or did they just tell you woke up? Yeah, I'm also pretty susceptible to it because I go out pretty quickly, and then it takes me a while to wake up. And then last time, that's when I had to get a catheter because I couldn't pee. And then I kept drinking water because the nurses were like, that'll help you pee. But it turns out that was a terrible idea because drinking water did nothing but like fill up my bladder, and my bladder and shit wasn't awake yet from the anesthetic. So really, I like essentially gave myself a catheter by having to like power down a bunch of stuff to drink and not being able to pee yet. This is, don't listen to that. That was terrible. So yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Do, 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 do. I couldn't feel what they were doing. I was like, well, it looks... Oh, you could like see inside, and that's kind of crazy. Did I win yesterday? No. Catheters are weird. They are weird, and I never want to get one again. It was not a great time. Especially when you wake up, you remember it going in. I mean, that sounds like the best part. Having to have it go in and come out's the parts that are the worst. Man. What was it? That was 5. Well, dude. Speaking of which, that was 5 years ago. 8, 9, yeah. 5 years ago. And I think it was around this time. Hold on. Crendor gallbladder. Imagine being able to Google yourself and find out your history. Here it is, February 23rd, 2018. It's me on YouTube saying I'm recovering from gallbladder surgery. Hello, everyone. How's it going? It's me, Crendor, and you're probably like, Crendor, you haven't made videos in days. Well, you either didn't watch my one video I made, or, that's probably it. I had gallbladder surgery. I don't have a gallbladder anymore. I got a thingy.
Dude.
I got no gallbladder. Oh, I forgot about the wrap. I was all wrapped up and shit. Man. Yeah, anyway, my medical records. Just Google me. Mighty VV with the Twitch Prime. Like, Thank you for the Twitch Prime, Mighty VV. What else do I say?
They're like, all right, you gotta pee, but then they put in a catheter,
Yep.
bladder, and they yank it out. Make.
In fact, I think this was a few days after my surgery. So it literally was 5 years ago, because this was February 23rd. So I think I had it on like the 19th or the 20th. Damn, dude. All I remember was that the Olympics were on. The Winter Olympics were on. And let me tell you, after you have surgery and you can't do anything, the Olympics are one of the best things to watch. Because you can just sit there and go to sleep and wake up and watch the Olympics and go to sleep. You know? It's great stuff. Nothing can knock you out like watching some weird-ass Olympic things. I really like watching the Olympics. Go and invite Crendor. I mean, I'm not inviting anybody. I'm just playing. I mean, this is an open league. Anybody can join this. Also, yeah, they gave me a lot of pain pills. They gave me a lot of pain pills. I've mentioned it before, but like they gave me like I want to say like 40 Vicodin, oxycodone or whatever they are. 40 narcos, all right? They gave me like 40 narcos. I think I took like 10. And then I took the rest when I had my toe pain, because my toe pain was actually worse. And I already said I limited myself to like 1 or 2 a day, because those were insane. Those pills, I was like, I can see how people get addicted to this shit. This was wild. They actually gave me morphine when I had to go back to the ER after my surgery. It's my like, I had like, they like bloat you up with gas and it was like causing me like crazy digestive pain. I was like, dude, this is like wild. And so, turns out you just had to wait for it to pass, but it was like terrible. They gave me morphine. It didn't do shit. I had pain, but I was like, bleh. But I always say when I had my narcos, I would take one, and I remember playing WoW while taking one of those narco pills, and I was like playing the BFA auction house, and I was like, dude, this is awesome. And I always use that as an example to show how powerful painkillers are. I was playing the auction house in Battle for Azeroth, and I was having the time of my life. When I had a kidney stone, they gave me low-level pain meds. I used maybe 1/3 of them to avoid possible addiction. Yeah, I mean, that's the way to do it. As long as you, like, limit yourself. That's the best. And still, even then, I still had that, like, I wasn't even addicted, right? But I still had that part of my brain where, like, if you get, like, a tooth problem or something, you're just like, I wonder if they'll give me the pills. You know what I mean? Like, there's still that part of your brain that's like, yeah, maybe we'll get the pills. And I'm like, I mean, I'm not going to get addicted, but what if we get the pill? It's like the Ring. It's like the One Ring. Narcos are kind of like Lord of the Rings. I mean, listen, I haven't even taken the pills in, what was that, 5 years ago? So I guess like 4 years ago, 4.5. But still, even after 4.5 years, my brain's still like, what if I had to? So yeah. I've seen so many people who get addicted. Yeah, I mean, it's sad, dude. Like, they're probably, you know, taking numerous pills a day. I also have Xanax, you know, but it's not like crazy. I literally have like the smallest amount of Xanax for when I have panic attacks. They give me like 20. They give you like 20.25 milligrams Xanax for like panic attacks, and they'll like refill it once a year, pretty much, so you don't, you know, have a problem with it. Even whenever I'm like, hey, I've used my 20 Xanax for the year, they're just like, all right, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So yeah, I mean, you know, they're usually pretty good at managing it, but bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Xanax is another wild one because you can go from like, well, it's why it's, you know, good for panic attacks. So I'll be freaking out. I'll be like, ugh, and like my anxiety's through the roof. Then you just take one of those and you're just kind of like, okay, I am normal now. It's weird. I don't know how that shit works. I don't know how brains work, man. Brains are crazy. Really, your whole life is just your brain developing. When you really think about it, like your body develops with the brain, but the brain is the main thing. That's really just like right now. You are your brain. I smoke medical weed for my anxiety. Yeah, I mean that's the way to do it. I mean, I have my edibles. I go through like one thing of edibles for like a year. Because usually I like cut the edibles into fourths. Because I don't like when an edible or like weed stuff's like super strong. I like when it's like the equivalent of like one beer. You know what I mean? Or like a beer and a half where you just get the buzz feeling and you're kind of like, yeah, buzzed. You know? Like that's all I want from it. Usually if I cut them into fourths, that's usually what I get from it. Boop, boop, boop. Burp, 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 burp. We're just a skin bag for the brain chemical show. The old skin bag for the brain chemical show. I remember back when I had knee surgery and I was prescribed Vicodin and it didn't do anything for the pain at all. Just made it a little mumbly when I talked. Dude, they gave my dad Vicodin after his hernia surgery and it like constipated him. And then he like passed out on the toilet. And he had to go to the hospital. And he was like, I'll never take that Vicodin again. Cause I think he was like pushing so hard. He was passed out. I think it was the vagus nerve. The old vagus nerve. Boop, 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 boop. Bump, 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 bump. All morphine derivatives cause constipation. That's why they didn't even bother me, because after my gallbladder came out, I didn't have any issues with that. That's how Elvis died? Oh yeah, that's true. That's why you don't want to hit your head on shit. Never make your own edibles. Up one cookie could have like 5 milligrams. Next one could have 500. Yeah, I would probably not do that. That does sound like a terrible idea. We got a ton of druggies in the chat. Listen, if you've been a gamer, all right, if you've been gaming, okay, and you're now into your, if you're past like the age of like 27, you're probably in some sort of pain. You're definitely in some sort of pain. Your neck, your back, your hip, your knee. I can relate. I turned 38 today. Like it's always fun like looking now at like all the streamers and they're like 23, like 21, and I'm like, dude, I remember that. I remember that like it was 12 years ago. Those were the days. It's actually insane. Like I used to just be like, here I am, just playing games, doing my thing, and then like I don't know what happened, but like I turned 25 or 26. That's when my heartburn kicked in. That's when the GERD and heartburn hit. And then you're like, oh God. Oh shit, dude. Like I can't eat what I used to, right? Like 25, 26, I started being like, oh, the GERD. And then, you know, after that, you're like, you know what? My back hurt for a little bit, but it's better now. And then years keep going, and you're like, my my neck gets hurt more often, and like, I keep tweaking it. Oh my god, my organs, my knees. And then you're like, oh Jesus, who am I? 28 was the ultimate. That was the 28 was when I got the gallbladder out, the big toenails removed. Gee, oh. 28 was the ultimate, like, that's what made me start going to the gym. That, high blood pressure. I've had some sort of pain since I was 24, and it certainly hasn't gotten better in the past 8 years. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, ugh, it sucks. So that's why, you know, you hit the point where it's like, dude, you got to do something, right? You just got to numb your pain somehow. Like, just, that's why people are, you know, and obviously you don't want like addictive shit. But you got, you know, people taking edibles, smoking their weed, having a beer. No, I get it. I get why people started doing it. Dude, that's what they did like back in the day. That's why they were all alcoholics. That's why they were all alcoholics back then. They didn't have anything else. They're either like, take Old Man Johnson's super serum and you drink it. It's just like fucking the wackiest shit. They got like mercury in there. You're like, oh man, I'm drinking mercury. They're like, that'll cure you. And then, you know, they just turn to alcohol. They're just like, I might as well drink to get rid of the pain. And that's why they just super drank back then. Yeah, you just like mix together some like morphine, cocaine, codeine. They're just like, hey, Old Man Jimothy's super sickness serum. They're just like, oh man, I got a cough. They're like, yeah, drink this. And it's like, yeah, it cured it because you just pass out. Do, 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 do. That's why, dude, my dad, he'll have his like 2 Jack Daniels a day. And that's just what he does. He's like, you know what? I don't smoke. I don't do any of that. I just have my 2 Jack Daniels. That's what he does. He does have the gout. So yeah. Yeah, gout does not seem fun. 2 Jacks a day keeps the crack away. Yep. Dude, I swear to God, there's some people, they're just like, they have like 1 drink of alcohol and they like die. And then there's some people, there's like Ozzy Osbourne, there's like taking every drug imaginable and they're just like still alive. Like, I don't know, genetics. I don't even know. My dad always references that. I was like, did you see that study that was like, you're supposed to have 2 beers a week? And he's like, let me tell you, I know some people, they never smoked, they never drank. They died at like 27 of liver cancer. And he's like, me, I've drank my entire life. I'm still going. And I'm like, all right. I guess that's my genetic line. Dude, my great aunt, she smoked so many cigarettes. She smoked like 2 or 3 packs a day. And she just lived off like cigarettes and coffee. She lived to like 91 and then she got like Alzheimer's or some shit. I don't even know. I don't even know. He just sometimes, that's what it's literally, to me, life's just like Blood Bowl, like whatever. you gotta roll the dice. And then, you know, hope you roll high on the genetic lottery table. I just try to do everything in moderation, you know? That's what I always believe in, just moderation. Like, you know, if you're gonna drink or something, you know, have like only 1 or 2 drinks, right? Don't have more than that. Or like if you're gonna have weed or smoke, you know, just smoke a little bit. Don't get crazy every day, right? Don't get blasted. You know, if you're gonna eat fast food, you know, eat it once or twice a week. Don't eat it every day, right? Like, I feel like moderation is the key, right? I would rather have a beer every day than have 7 beers on the weekend, right? Because to me, it's worse to like overload your body, because then your body's like hyper stressed. So I think moderate, like when some people are just like, yeah, I drink, but I only drink on the weekends. Well, yeah, they like binge drink on the weekends, and they drink like 2 weeks worth of alcohol in like 2 days. You know? Or some people are just like, yeah, I get high, but then they like get like baked out of their mind. That's like, oh, that can't be good. Or like people that smoke like so many cigarettes, like, you know. At the end of the day, shit's gonna wear you down, right? This is the fun positivity Crendor stream you've come here for, right? At the end of the day, there's probably some dude that's just like, oh, you know, I'm eating healthy, doing all these things, and then like a train crashes in Ohio with like nuclear waste, and it's like, well, looks like you're dead. Like, oh, okay, that's good. Like, whatever, man. Just, you know, have a good time. Don't go too crazy. Just live your life. And that's why I love to play Blood Bowl and cause suffering to myself. So let's play a Blood Bowl game. So right now I have a team. That isn't showing up. I'm just gonna search for an opponent. Beep, 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 beep. My thing is, like, if you're doing, I still try to like do my healthy stuff, right? Like, I'm working out, going to the gym, I get my 7 to 8 hours of sleep, try to eat healthy, you know. I don't know how some people don't get sleep. It actually blows my mind. Maybe the servers crashed. It's possible. Like, if I get under 6 hours of sleep for like 2 days in a row, I want to die. I'm just like, like I need like, I can function for 6 hours for a few days, but like I need 7. Like 7 hours, 7 to 7.5 hours is my prime time. I get like 4 or 5 a night, 7 days a week. That is not good. That is real bad. I lived on 4 hours of sleep for like 6 months, and I have zero clue nowadays. It is like, you also can't catch up on sleep. A lot of people go like, oh, I'll just catch up on sleep, but it doesn't work that way from everything that I've heard. Beep, beep, boop, beep, beep. I don't think people with kids get to sleep. I mean, I don't know. My one friend, he sleeps like 7 hours a night, but his kids are like 7 and 5. Or no, 8 and 6. They're like around those ages. His wife is also constantly yelling at them. Boop, 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 boop. My favorite was the one night. He has 2 sons, and so we were like playing Warhammer against each other, because he's one of my friends I play Warhammer with. So we were at his house playing Warhammer, and we're in his like downstairs area, and you hear upstairs his wife just being like, "What did you do?" And then he's like, "Ah, geez." So his wife comes downstairs, and he's like, "Your sons have locked she's like, one of the sons like locked the other one in a closet And he was like, that closet doesn't even have locks on it. And she's like, I don't know. So apparently, the one kid locked the other kid in the closet. I guess he was just like holding the door shut or like barricaded it or something. So, yeah. I mean, they share the kids, but she was just saying it in like a, you know, like, look what your boys have done. Back when I was 20, I went 4 days without sleep, and I had auditory hallucinations and passed out on the 5th day. What the shit? The thing with sleep is like, think about when you get sick. Whenever you get sick, people are like, hey, you know what? Just get hydrated and get sleep. But when you think about it, it's like, why wouldn't you do that when you're not sick? Because if that's something that helps you get better when you're sick, wouldn't that help keep you healthy when you're not sick? Massive brain W. Also, are we gonna like play a game? Did the servers die? Oh! All right, we're in. The Dark Magician Disciples. Here we go. Oh wait, I think I had... Whatever, it doesn't matter. For this match, each one of your players who makes completion gains 2 SPP instead of 1. Until the end of the next drive, attempt to argue call succeeds on a 5+. One of your players with a loaner trait available for this drive gains 1 AV for this match. What the shit? Wait. Without loaner trait, okay. Till the end of the next drive, each player causes an injury by pushing the crowd gains 2 SPP. Okay, so you got SPP for surfing. For this half, every opposition player who commits the foul is automatically sent off by the referee. For this drive, should opposition player turn roll D6 on 5 players knocked down. D3 opposition players without loaner trait drill. Dude, what the? How many skills are they gonna? Okay. I'll take it. Wait, it was 700k petty cash? I thought it was like 80k. What? Huh? What? Holy Christ. So you get, oh, so you get 1 prayer to Nuffle for every 50k. Ah, okay. All right, camera tilt. Where's the show skills? There we go. Christ, dude, how are these people already like jacked? What the shit? Stab. Wait, my gutter runner has stab? Coffee has mighty blow. Okay. Dude, yeah, he just found a knife. Sick. Put him on the line. Let's stab somebody. I don't give a shit. All right. Brilliant coaching. Sam was talking about you trying to get him in the Warhammer mini since he was interested in Grey Knights, but he knows he would spend too much. Oh, Sam would definitely spend too much. He's also listening right now. But he definitely would. If I spend too much, Sam would definitely spend too much. Let's see. Can I stab? Where's like... How do I stab? Huh? Stab is on the wheel. So... Okay. If I do this, is it gonna stab him? What's it gonna do a block dice? I honestly, the old one, you just clicked it and hit stab. I don't know. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna blitz this. Click on the player to get the circle up. Okay, hold on. Click on player. I'll double click if it just says validate. Like, I don't understand. I'm already running out of time, even though I get bonus time, but. Okay, I'm gonna do something crazy because I'm usually a go for it failure, but it worked, so that's good. Then, does he have sure hands? He does. Okay, pick up the ball. Sick. Sick. On mouse and keyboard, hover over the character, press and hold the left mouse button. So now I'm not even going to get my stab. Okay, that's... okay. I don't know why... Cool. I don't know why it's so difficult to just make it appear as one of these buttons. Like, if I'm going to just do this, just make stab one of these. Just make it one of the, like, handoff, pass, foul, blitz activations. That's what it's like in the old game. So why remove that? Why make it like, oh, you have to hold this down, spin around twice, and like drink a water glass backwards? Like, just have it pop up. Easy. All right. God, of course. Of course, now I roll a 1 and a 2. What, this Dark Magician girl has only 6 movement? She lost a movement? I like the new rule set. I just want more UI user capability stuff. Hell yeah, let's go. All right. And I'm stunned. All right, click player, hold down left click. Jeez. All right, we failed the stab. Great. That's just like, it's so much, it's so much work to do that. You know what I mean? Like, why not just have it pop up as an option? I don't get it. Am I crazy? Let's... I'll mark this. I got to stab, but I needed people to explain it to me. It doesn't... My point is that if I'm just some random dude and I'm like, I want to stab this guy. All right, this is me. I'm Billy. I'm like, oh boy, I can't wait to use the stab ability. I'm like, oh, I guess I can't stab. Where is it? It's like, oh, Billy, you dumb idiot. You need to hold down left click, wait 5 seconds, circle the thing and find it. Like, obviously, what are you, stupid? Like, it's meaningless. Like, why? All right. Cool. All right. Cool. Let's... I twisted the camera. Oh my god. There we go. So I need to declare a handoff. Thank God I picked the ball up. Cool. And then we run. I did not mean to run through that. What? Oh. Let's just move up a couple more. Let's be safe. Nice. And then this guy can also dodge out. Oh, we're good. Woo. And everybody else can just stay there, whatever. Yeah, like I get what they were going for, but it's not intuitive or like easy to understand. Like good UI should be easy to understand. You know what I mean? Like if you see a fork, you go, "Oh, I take the fork and I eat the food with it." This is like, "Oh, I have stab. I don't know how to use it." And using it is overly complex. But like that's a good type of thing to fix. What? Huh? This happened to me earlier? So, I lost to James. It booted me out and gave my opponent a concede win. This isn't even my opponent. This is some other guy. My opponent was Dark Elves. What? Okay. Guess we'll just try again. We were playing against a Nurgle team. Oh, it's Albie. All right, great. Okay, so this match, I only have 10,000 petty cash. Great. He's on his 3rd generation Nurgle. I'll receive. At least I've been winning these kickoff rolls. Is that beast and Nurgle ready to go? It does look more like the actual Beast of Nurgle miniatures they sell, which is kind of neat. You got your Pestigore. Why does the Pestigore look? God, he looks disgusting. Yo, Thor with the host raid. Thank you, Thor, for the host raid. Thank you, thank you. How you liking Blood Bowl? Have you gotten any instant concede matches where they give your opponent a victory and it's not actually your opponent? I had one given to me though. Fantastic. 18 at 24 inches of snow incoming. My God. Need one of those edibles from earlier to enjoy this. I mean, I'm drinking my beer. It's helping, I guess. Let's see. Let's go here. I'm gonna put one. Actually, no, I'm gonna put one like back here. Make him blitz if he has to. Keep that. God, I hate that I keep doing this dumb camera thing. Okay, there we go. Like, a lot of the things that are annoying me in this game are just things that can be fixed. So that's nice, right? Like, I don't, like, there's a lot of things that you're gonna have whenever a game launches. But if it's fixable, I'm like, okay, right? Like, they can make the stab UI better. They can fix this stupid camera thing. It's when it's, you know, glaring issues, kind of like when they were initially showing off the game. I'll put one here, actually. Put my blocker there. Or blitzer, whatever. Put a blitzer there. I can hit him. I'll take it. It's definitely vastly improved from the betas, yeah. Like, this is an actual playable game that feels like Blood Bowl now. Alright. Okay, okay. Let's start out with a hit over here. Nice. Follow it. And step up. Let's... I got the gutter runner. If I... Do I wanna... Okay. I am gonna pick the ball up. And then maybe just move... Do I want Americano or Espresso to pick this one up? He's got... Wait, Espresso's got 7 SPP? All right, we'll get Americano since Espresso's apparently jacked over here. Latte's got 3. All right, he got it. One thing that annoys me, and I don't know if it's just part of the rule set or whatever, is that, say I pick up this ball, right? And I'm like, oh, I'd like to go hand it off to Latte, please. And I go over here, and I'm like, hey, do you want the ball? Oh, you can't have it because I did not declare a handoff activation. Like, I hate that. Gotta push. Oh! You gotta do that in IRL? Yeah, but in IRL, it's like you just saying out loud, oh, I'm gonna hand the ball off. Like, I don't know. It's an annoying step that I hate. Like, I get it. Let's go here. Like, for the online game, it's just an annoying step, is what I'm mainly saying. Let's get coffee over. The 2-die. Good. Oh! Damn. I do like seeing the dice rolled after injuries and stuff. I think it's really nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna move him up like here. And like, what's the downside to being like, oh yeah, you can do it right away? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't change anything. I can't control my opponent's turn. If they're gonna hand the ball off, they're gonna hand it off. You know what I mean? So like, just let me hand it off if I want to hand it off, like the way it works in Blood Bowl 2. It's just, it seems like a convenience thing. And then if it's like, oh, I accidentally didn't select handoff, guess I'm screwed. Oh well. But again, that's like a fixable thing, so you know. It definitely would take time to get used to, but I don't see the point in just allowing people to hand it off if they want to hand it off. They actually have a Blood Bowl league going on at the local game store I go to, and they're like, "Yo, you should play. You play Blood Bowl all the time online." And I was like, "No, I'm good. I get enough Blood Bowl online." In fact, the couple times I played Blood Bowl in real life, I had 2 Saurus die. My first Blood Bowl game I played in real life, I had 2 Saurus die, and I was like, "Wow, it's not just online; it's in real life too." And it actually gets a little more annoying because the AI isn't there to like calculate out everything for you. So it takes a while. It's one of those games where I prefer playing online. But I like playing actual like tabletop Warhammer in person. Like, you know, Age of Sigmar 40K. All right. This guy's blitz. That's fine. If I can get someone to get him off me, they'll free him up and I get a score. Ah, jeez. Well. That hurts. Don't you already have a healthy amount of minis to keep your hands busy? Oh, do I? Does anyone want to hear the amount of armies that I have again? So, in a standard game, you typically play 2,000 points. Every unit has a point value. Okay? So, for example, if you have a Slan Mage Priest in the Lizardmen army, he costs about 260 points? I think Lord Croak's like 400. So, usually you get a decent amount of points to make up an army, right? I have a full Cruel Boys army, Ironjaw's army, Ogre army, Bone Splitter's army, Seraphon, Skaven, Nurgle, Beasts of Chaos, Gitz, Night Haunt. I'm just gonna score. Sylvaneth. I'm trying to go through my head. Ossiarch Bone Reapers. I have another Chaos one in there. What is it? This one. Actually, wait. No, I don't. And then I have Necrons in 40k. I have Orcs in 40k. And then I have Tyranids that are unbuilt in 40k. Oh, and then Sons of Behemoth, the Giants. So I think I have like 14 armies or something. I do get new models as well. That is true. But many of them I bought myself. I have numerous boxes and crates filled with Warhammer shit, yeah. Okay, we do this, we do that. Is your hookup for new models on free Grey Knights? I mean, I can give you my GW contact guy. Honestly, they probably would send you some. Bloop. In fact, I'm having a beer with him at Adepticon. I had a beer with him last year. He's a cool guy. Doot, 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 doot. He's also British. Are you stuck to one faction? Not really. I like the variety of it. In 40k, I pretty much only have 3 factions because I only really care about 3 factions in 40k, and it's Orcs, Necrons, and Tyranids. I don't care about anything else. Unless they release something cool that I like. Everything else smells. Age of Sigmar, I got a... Oh, yeah, I have Tzeentch. That's what I got. I knew there was another faction. I knew there was another chaos thing I had. I have Tzeentch. So what is that? Gits. I have every destruction. So Gits, Giants, Ogres, Ironjaw, other ones. So that's 5 destruction. Then I got Tzeentch, Beast of Chaos, Skaven, Nurgle. So that's another 4. So that's 9. Skaven, Sylvaneth, Lizardmen. So that's 11. And then I got the 2 death. So that's 13. So I have 13. OBR and the Nighthaunt. And then the 40k ones would be another 3. So 16, technically. Yeah, demon armies you can use in both, which is cool. Bloop. In 40k, I've played against Death Guard, which was annoying. Space Marines, which are annoying. Played against whatever the weird mech-looking dudes are. Is it Eldari? Or no, I think I played with Eldari. And then I played... Oh, Tau. Never mind. I think it's Tau. Yeah. And then AdMech. But AdMech seemed like super complicated. The dude playing it was like lost. He was like, dude, I don't know how to play AdMech. Because he was also like just starting 40k, and I was like, listen, I don't know. I just play orcs and hit stuff. That or Necron. Necron kind of sucks, though. I hope the new 40k edition's better. It's a lot easier to play Age of Sigmar, honestly. I also just gravitate towards it because I can just play like 11 different armies. Like I've already said, the problems I have with 40k are there's a shit ton of rerolls, which I think is annoying. Like they should limit the rerolls. There's too many stratagems. All right, like the fact that like you have like 40 stratagems and like a fourth of them are good, a fourth of them suck ass, and then like half of them are like extremely situational. It's like, oh, this like extremely situational thing just happened. I get to use my one stratagem I never get to use. Cool. Right? Like that type of thing. Like, oh, my stomp was going to explode. I can finally use move it like 6 inches before it explodes or whatever it is. I don't remember what it is exactly. Oh, damn. The problem with having so many stratagems is that you have to like, unless you're a tournament player, like no normal person is going to know every book stratagem. You know what I mean? And there's going to be like gotcha moments where it's like, oh, I deep strike. And it's like, oh, I can, if you deep strike, I just blow the shit out of you. Haha, you're dead. Right? Like there's those types of things. Like there's a bunch of gotcha moments, which is annoying. Because you like carve out time to play and then you play against somebody and they just shoot you and you're dead right away. Oh. And then I swear to you, I hate the scoring system in 40k. A lot like scoring in Sigmar is so easy. It's like, all right, I control 1 objective, I control 2 objectives, I control more objectives, and I completed my battle tactic, I get 5 points. Scoring in 40k is like, all right, I keep my tally of how many models I killed for my 1 objective, and then I like track this, but I don't score it right away because the objective doesn't score over until next turn when I take control of it, and then it's like just simplify it. Like this is so stupid. I hate it. It just makes me not want to play it because I'm like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, okay. It's like, oh, you're playing Necrons. I'll take the thing where we just keep track of how many Necron models I kill because you'll reanimate. Like, oh, cool. So there's just a thing that just extremely hard counters my entire army. That's great. Stay. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That's only a 1 die. Wait, if I hit him up top, it's a 2-die. Do that. Nice, I got the block. Perfect. Probably drop back. Then can I? I actually don't mind the bonus time. I think it's all right. 4Ks for people like that kind of thing. I mean, I get it, but you could have that kind of thing as well as a casual scene. The majority of players are casual players. If you just cater towards the people playing tournaments, you're just like shitting on the majority of the player base. You know what I mean? Screw it. I'm gonna hit the guy. Does he have block? Is that block? No. We're both going down. Oh, we broke him. Nice. We stunned them. I haven't played Kill Team. I heard it's fun. I've played Boarding Actions. That's pretty fun. Oh, wait. Y shows the skill? Oh, yeah. There we go. Nice. I have to get used to what all the little skill icons are now. Like, the hand is block. Okay. The blue ones, I can't even really, like, see what they are. What is it? Pass and sure hands. Okay. That's dodge. What is this? Disturbing presence? Foul appearance. I like how disturbing presence is just like a happy little like fox looking thing, like amoeba, and then foul appearance is just a ugly ass great unclean one. Yeah, I've heard Kill Team's a lot of fun though. I've been painting a lot of goblins. A lot of goblins. I've mainly been focused on building and painting my beastmen and gits with the new books they got. Okay. In fact, I've played like 5 games with my gits and I've only lost one of them. Gits are so strong. You just run a pack of squig herd and you buff them up with mortal wounds. They just shit on everything. And then you run like whatever else you want. Trogs are tanky. Squigs are insane. They just hop around and run into shit. You just do like a pack of 10 to 15 Boingrots. Charge them in, do mortal wounds. Stand up. Stand up. Whatever. Thrower. Wait. Wait, what? Did they change this? D6 result 1-3 and adjacent teammate is knocked down. Only cause turnover the victim is carrying the ball during an armored rally. Animal savagery is insane now. What the shit? He's like a vampire. Wait, he can stand up again? So he like knocks somebody down, but then he can stand up. Interesting. Yeah, the Loon Shrine and the Herd Stone and all those things were gone from the store for like forever. They're still pretty much gone. Let's just step up here. Go for the hit. Okay. Then... Oh, my... It's a 1-die. I'll try it. Big Pog. Oh! Damn. Wait, do I have my Blitz still? Screw it. Believe in the dream. Whatever, I was pushing back. I did not mean to follow. Oh, jeez. All right. Whatever. Just run up. I did it again. 1 die. Screw it. I'll try it. Oh, I got blocked. Neat. That worked out. Cool. Move, move, move. God, this camera again. There we go. Cockatrice is insane. Literally, you don't even have to be in combat with it. When I first read it, I thought you have to be in combat, but it's literally just select the unit within 6 inches, and on a 4-up, they only hit on 6s. So, like, it's insane. The one game I used it, I played against a Slaves to Darkness player with the Ogroids or whatever they are, the things that hit real hard but have like a 5-up save. And I was just like, oh, you hit on 6s only now. So it's like that unit's completely useless. That sucks. Oh. That's not good. We good, we good.
Thanks.
Oh! All right. Not bad. Made him use a reroll. I didn't even get knocked down. Yo, Quasi with the 72 months. I'm having such a hard time getting used to the skills new designs. Yeah, the skill new designs are kind of messing me up too, but I get used to it. It is way better than the beta, yes. Also, 6 years. Put some Crendor Nerds, Hypers, Wowies, Mommies, Pop Pop, Woo Wow, Wee Woo Woos in the chat for Quasi. So like, wahoo! Damn. Can I? Fantastic. Knock down my own guy. Are you kidding me? This is the third one in a row. In a row. And a roll, I guess, technically. Cool. All right. Red Ogre is definitely worse now because of that. Can I don't think there's a... Oh my god, again. I hate this camera thing, man. Okay, there. Oh, if I do middle mouse button, I can just switch off. Okay. Can I? There's gotta be... What if... Okay, if I go here, dodge. This is extremely dumb, and I'm gonna do it. Yep. Game? Reroll? Game? 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 Oh, tentacle. Oh, tentacles. Oh. Oh, we're good. Hey, it kind of worked. All right. Yep. Hmm. What does he have? Wait, what? Once per match, if an opponent with a strength of 4 or less and without the regeneration, decay, or stunty trait suffers a dead result following a block or something. Oh, I just want to read this shit. A new lineman is placed in the reserves box. Interesting. Oh, it's the zombie thing. Okay, it's just turned into a skill on players. God. These power blocks. Oh my god. All right. Wait, seriously hurt? Well, what is he? Missed next match. Okay. Let's stay. Can I? Oh, I can go all the way around and mark. I might get surfed, but I can mark. Then it's a 1 die. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let's go. That's still worth trying. Pretty much any result there except the skull would have been fine. Pushing him back. Both down. Stumble, pow. Literally anything. So far, I mean, the game is good. I've said it before, but it's compared to where it was in the betas and stuff. It is vastly improved. All right, at least we're good. Oh, we're knocked out. So I have 6 players. Oh boy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my, come on. Pain. I like the new rule set too. I think the new rules are fun. I do like having a passing ability as well. Okay, good. Woo! All right. Turn 8. We need to stop him. So what we can do, we can dodge out, go up here. So that'll at least make him have to make a roll. Are you kidding me? He's got tentacles. So we just can't do anything. Well, here's the dream. Oh! Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Bitch! Let's go. Dude, you guys want to see some fun? There it is, a 2 and a 1. Fun. Yep. Oh, that was fun. No doubter. All right. Oh, great bounce. Great bounce. Shit. Still not bad. We're still marking the ball. Okay. He has to score this turn, and because after this turn, it's halftime. So. Oh. Oh, yeah, I'll move my camera up here. All right. Even score? Oh! He failed to go for it. Whoa! Double ones on the go for it, dude. We gave him the Crendor curse. The Crendor curse. Let's go. All right. Actually, let's move up a little bit. All right. So I got two of my players back in. I'll take it.
Thanks.
Mackle, 30 months. The Crendor curse. Not alone. Not 30. Sweet. Thank you for the 30 months. Mackle. All right. So, ideal situation here. I got to kick way back here. And I just blitz it with the gutter runners. Oh, man. He's pushing up hard. In fact, normally I kick to the center. I'm going to kick two back. Oh, let's go. Solid kick. Pitch invasion. What? So we had a pitch invasion and only my players were affected. Only my three linemen were affected. Well, he got the ball. I haven't looked at like the sidelines and stuff. Hold on.
Thanks.
That looks pretty neat. Yeah, it definitely looks pretty good. I like the art style, honestly. Some people are saying they don't like it, but I think it's pretty cool. Wait, hold up. Why is... Uh-oh. How do I get back to the camera angle I had? There we go. 64-bit Jedi with the 8 months. Thank you for the 8 months. 64-bit Jedi. 1, 5, 7, 8. Swing. Thank you for the 8 months. Nice. Failed the stupid test. Oh wait, never mind. His oh wait, no, don't mind me. Dude, I've been reading Git stuff and I love Squig lore. It's so good. The Git's lore and the Squig lore. It's essentially to become a Squig herder. Well, you can just be a Squig herder, but usually you only live about 2 weeks is the average lifespan for a Squig herder because they'll die. But if you survive 2 weeks as a Squig herder, you become a Squig boss. And nobody messes with a Squig boss. Let's see. Let's just dodge out and run down. Field. Good. I don't think I can reach anybody anyway, so we're just gonna blitz here. Very nice. Oh! Can I please cause an injury? I've gotten like 0 SPP from injuries. All right, let's do that. Let's keep moving downfield. In fact, I'm going to try to pressure him. Oh my God. Great. Let's get over here. Screw it. We're just all out pressuring him at this point. All out blitz. What? Where'd that one come from? And then, let's just get this guy out. And up here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Whoa, whoa. Okay. And then, oh my God, it's Crendor. What up, Crendor? The other fun thing with squigs is, so squig hoppers are essentially the Git's cavalry. And to be a squig hopper, you just are a Git on a squig, and you're just holding on for dear life. But if you manage to survive 2 battles as a squig hopper, you then become a Boingrot bounder, which is where the squig has become so confident that he's not going to die. He starts putting on knight armor. So the squigs become knights, essentially. And they have like a javelin. And they got knight armor, and their helmet is shaped like the moon. And the reason it's shaped like the moon is because they say a squig would never eat the moon, so they hope. And that's pretty much it. Then they're just a knight on a squig running around. But really, the squigs are just going insane eating people. There's a new, like, squig book coming out. I was actually going to buy the audiobook for it, because I thought it'd be fun to listen to. I love Git's lore. It's snowing in Stockholm. Nice. How are you liking the game, Crendor? A short 2-hour stream. Listen, it was supposed to be one match, but then my last match just got canceled randomly. So I had to play another one. You're loving it, Thor? Nice. Shit. Oh, wait, no. We got dodge. We're good. All right. Someone who didn't play a ton of Blood Bowl 2. It's fun. Honestly, so far, my complaints are just fixable UI things, which is a good thing. You watched The Gentleman It? Not yet. It's only been like a day. Okay, good. He's had to move all his players back here. Anytime you can make Nurgle go backwards, it's a good day. Oh, he's dumb again. What? I only am the right person to judge the game. I haven't actually played any games in launch version. I'll start it later this week when I have time. I think the game is more respect to be. I'm up as a real version. Yeah. I mean, I agree. I mean, I think I'm excited for the new rules. I think it's good. My biggest issues so far have just been, like I said, things that are correctable, like UI issues and things like that. But I'm fine with the art style. I'm fine with how things move, which was some of my... They bothered me a lot. Like in the beta, like the way things moved and it would like follow players. There's a lot of really annoying things. But yeah, Blood Bowl 2 was like that on launch as well. So I agree. I'm hoping it's similar. Wait, oh! Can I... Hold on. If I... Ugh. Shit. I'm trying to see if I can, like, surf him. Oh, wait. If I... That's a 17% dodge. Oh, my God. Never mind. Actually, if I get here... and then I blitz into him here, that would surf. No, it wouldn't. I have to get this guy here. And he can't get there. Shit. But if I get... Oh! If I get him here... That's a 33% dodge, though. Okay, Rat Ogre's up. I forgot about him. That's good. Oh, my... Jesus. Okay, you know what? I'm... Okay, I got the bonus clock. I keep doing stupid... Okay, you know what? I have block. Just don't roll a 1. Thank you. God, stop. Down, down. There we go. Just up, up. Okay, the camera's annoying me. Can I get here? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. He's gonna go here. Surely this won't fail. All right, it failed. Perfect. You think we'll get a big Dino at new Seraphon release? I don't think so, but I also could see it happening. I'm like, I've put it at like 40% that we get a new big dino. I'd say like 40%. Monetization is just cosmetics, which I think is the way to go. It's stupid. You only get one cosmetic when you buy something. Yes, I can see legendary. Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think cosmetic is the way to go for most monetization systems, but having only like one new team every like couple of months is kind of annoying. I wish they did more. Even like 2 new teams every couple of months, I think is better. Also, how do I get back to like... Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, you know. I don't know if there's a lock button for the camera. There should be. Which team's first? Lizard Men. Easy. And then maybe an undead team.
A turtle made it to the water.
My issue is that when I right click, sometimes it accidentally twists the camera, and then I have to use the middle mouse button to get it back to where it was, but I have to like, sometimes it doesn't do the right angle, so I have to like hit the other angle. It's a process. No, there's elves. There are elves. Are there wood elves? I would say wood elves would be another one I'd want. Oh, he failed it. Nice. Oh, he's injured. Okay. Okay, that's a 2-die going that way. Gutter Runner. We just have 1 dodge, then we're going to mark him. Good. I'm gonna go ahead, hit here. Good. Nice. I got 2 die here. Good. That frees this up. So we have a 2-die with 1 go for it roll. We made it. Reroll it. Awesome. 3 pushes and a skull. Woo! Fantastic. Yes. Woo! Cool. Great. All right. Awesome. Yo, QWERTY with the Twitch Prime. Thank you, QWERTY. Swag. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Come on. Well, it's not looking great. I'm still up by 1, though. I can still probably make a play on the ball. What? Sick. Okay. Okay, stood up. Good. So this gutter runner. Oh, Jesus, no. Okay, just go up here. Maybe we can get a hit off. That's a 2-die. I'm going to run my block rat down here just in case. I mean, honestly, if I make 1 dodge, I get a 1-die hit there. This is... I mean, with dodge, this isn't... Do it. Oh! What did he roll? A 2, a 5, and a 2. All right. To be fair, if the rolls were similar and I dodged away with this guy, he would have fallen down on a 2 anyway, so I wouldn't have got there either way. Yeehaw. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. All right. I think. Can he? No. Dude, he's just rolling the Fender stumbles out his ass. What is this? All right. Finally. Oh. Nice. Points for espresso. Big pog. It's really my only play here. Wait, I can't. Huh? to blitz. Wait, what? Why can't I go here? Oh, wait. Okay. I don't know why it was being like, oh, you can't do that. Okay, he failed to get up. Perfect. That's a 1 die. Let's just get him up and over here. Are you kidding me? He rolled 2 more 2s. He's rolled 2, 5, 2, 2, 2. 2, 5, 2, 2, 2. Yep. He hasn't even had to use his reroll yet. I dropped a radish. Just more stumbles. Imagine if those were both downs instead. Then he would have chose the push, but I'd still be up and not knocked out. Well, I guess this game is a tie. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players out. Oh, never mind. He scored. Wait. He scored this early? Okay. Okay. Coffee beans back. Irish coffee's back. Americano's back. Instant coffee's back. All right, everybody but one is back. This is it. This is massive. We can do this. He's given us enough time to score. We got this, dude. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna power push one side. All right. We're gonna power push this side. In fact, step back one, step back. Step back 2, actually. Okay, we're good. Let's hope this goes well. Cheering fans. It's not bad. Might be better to pass. Start with a blitz. Nice. Love that. All right. I need to hit him to clear this out, actually. Perfect. Let's go. Oh, death! Death! Woo! Death! That's what I get for being nice? Why are you being nice? This is Blood Bowl. There's no time to be nice in Blood Bowl. What are you doing? Let's see. Let's go, let's try to pass. Wait. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Pass. Get the ball. And we picked it up. Good. Wait, we need one more. Good. Pass it. Use the skill. Yes. We've got the ball. All right. Slide coffee bean over. Run it. He rolled a 2, but it's okay this time. Perfect. And now we make him pay the iron price. This is what you get for being nice. You get stepped on. All right, we're good. And then what else we got? Let's move him up. And sure. All right. He does have a horn splits though. But if it's anything like if he doesn't get a defender down, we're good. Yes. Yes. Let's go. Massive pog. Massive pog. Oh, down and up. All right. Good, we're good. He's dodging out on 4s? What the shit? All right. So now, we go tie them up, just in case. This guy up, just in case. Move him up, just in case. Is this a 3-die? Oh, you know it is. Okay, so this would be 67, 67, 83. With a dodge. I don't know if it's better to take the 3-die or go for the dodge. I think we'll be fine. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're good. And then again, just in case, go mark this. I'm not even gonna, we're just straight up. Here we go. Woo! We got it. Espresso taking it all the way. And just like that, we regain the lead. Good game, good game. Hopefully I've taught you a valuable lesson about Blood Bowl. Never be nice. All right. From being nice, you got a death and a loss. Although I guess it was just a lineman. But still. Oh, you got him back? All right, never mind. Well, in that case, I don't know. Kick. Oh my God, what a kick. What a kick. All right, he picked up the ball. Will he pass? Wait, I don't even think he can pass. You got to declare a pass before the thing. Because I have no reason. I have no idea why. No reason either. Push skull. And here comes the hit. Here comes the hit. Here comes the hit. Yeah, here comes the hit. Come on, Caffeine Ditka, hold your ground. He's got this, dude. Actually, he's only 2 points away from a level up. Feel like a both down or something and he gets points off it. That'd be pretty neat. That'd be pretty cool. Oh! No! I am the one who is hurt. Oh well. Well, instant coffee needs points, so we're gonna be going for a big time blitz right here. Don't roll a 1 on the go for it. Don't roll a 1 on the go for it. Thank you. Reroll it. Double push. Yes. Whatever. A classic. All right. Well, we get the win. Americano is the MVP. Wait, do you only get 4 for SP or 4 SPP now for MVP? Espresso got 5, Americano got 4, latte got 3, caffeine Ditka 2, coffee 1. Neat. Gain details? Where's the... How do I see like the dice rolls? How do I see like the dice rolls from the match and everything? See the competition? Wait, what? Huh? Where's the stats? Did they not have stats? They got rid of what? Why? Why are there no stats? Doesn't make any sense. How else am I gonna complain about my dice? How am I supposed to complain about my dice? Let's see. How do I level up? Wait, 18? Oh wait, you literally just buy skills? Add a randomly chosen skill. Oh wait, there it is. Oh, but you have to like select the category? Oh, Jesus. I get that this is... I get you click on the skill to buy it, but... I love me some RNG randomness. I mean, block is nice. But... I can get 2 skills for the price of 1. Fend? Okay. Tackle? Yo, not bad, not bad. Fend and tackle. And then we get block. Dude. Wait, what? I had 12. Didn't I have 12? Oh, wait, that's right. Each level up costs more. Give me another one. Oh, wait. I thought it says Oh, I've spent 7. Never mind. I'm dumb. All right. Either way. Not bad. Fend and tackle. I'll take it. Although, I mean, tackle... tackle on a gutter runner is kind of like, but... He can, he can mark people. He can be annoying. Let's see. Who else? Thrower? Okay. Let's get him. Give him a random general one. Wrestle? Ah. All right, I'll take it. Then let's do... We got 6 on latte. Okay, latte, I'm going to give block. I want at least 1 blodged gutter runner because they're annoying. And then... Espresso's got 5. Let's do a random agility thing on Americano. He gets safe pair of hands. If the player's knocked down or becomes prone while carrying the ball, you may place the ladder in an adjacent square. Skill may still be... Oh, okay. Interesting. And then... Oh, yeah. Technically, Rat Ogre. Caffeine Ditka can get a primary strength skill. All right. Screw it. Here we go. He gets Stand firm. That's actually pretty solid. You can stand firm. I'll take it. And then, I think that's it. Unless Espresso can get another one. No, he's only got 5. So he can't. All right, pretty solid level ups. Pretty solid level ups. There we go. Wait, can I hire... I get a 4th gutter runner. Nice. Bleep, 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 bleep. Players. Customization name. What's another coffee type? Wait, did I do mocha? I don't think I've done mocha. 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 We already have latte. There we go. Oh, wait, no, we have a mocha. Never mind. Light roast. There he is. We got a light roast. I like it. He's light. He's fast. Light roast. There we go. Solid team. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can get a apothecary. How do I get the apothecary? Oh, there it is. Cool. All right, neat. Yo, this team's pretty solid. Pretty solid team for my first team in Blood Bowl 3. All right. Well, that's going to do it for me. I'm done. I'm going to go rest my neck. I'll be playing more tomorrow. I'm sure everybody else will be playing more Blood Bowl tomorrow as well. But thanks for watching, everybody. If you're new here, click the follow button. Follow along. Be alerted when I go live. Check out all the links below the stream. A whole bunch of links down there. Check them all out. If you missed yesterday's Blood Bowl 2 match for the All Agility team, well, the All Agility League, technically, you can go check that out. Thanks, everybody. Subscribe, resubscribe, drop bits, drop tips, gifted subs. Thank you very much for all the support. And I will be back tomorrow. Okay? Okay. See ya.